Something is drawing him away. I'm not sure. It seems to be some kind of interference. Oh, we're losing him again. We've got something. Okay, it's human. Hello? Take it easy in there. You're safe now. You'll have to forgive the scanning process. We can't take any chances. Dr. Freeman? Gordon Freeman? Is that you? You've made it here this quickly. Well, Eli is going to be amazed, not to mention relieved. I'm Dr. Mossman, Dr. Judith Mossman. I've been hearing about you since long before the Black Mesa incident. Oh, Black Mesa. I do so envy you working with Eli and Dr. Kleiner when they were at the top of their field. Ah, there we go. You can come through now. Alex? I thought you were on watch. Where was I? Oh, yes. I have the repairs well in hand. Someone misjudged the capacity of the combine thyristor. Alex, really? Sometimes I think you deliberately misunderstand me. It's going to be a lot more like Black Mesa with Gordon here to help. Let me just finish up some work and I'll see what I can dig up. We could certainly use the extra help around here. We've covered a lot of ground the last few months, but things would go so much faster if we had more people with your training. We're closing in on a reliable local teleport technology, something the Combine still hasn't mastered. Eli thinks their portals are string-based, similar to our Calabi-Yau model, but they've failed to factor in the dark energy equations. They can tunnel through from their universe, but once they're here, they're dependent on local transportation. If they knew what we were doing with entanglement... Oh, Dr. Freeman, you should stay with Eli. Go on. I'll rejoin you shortly. I have a few things to attend to, Dr. Freeman. Let Eli show you around. Dr. Freeman, I figured you and Eli would want to talk about old times. We can talk later. You go ahead, Dr. Freeman. Spend some time with Eli. I'll be back as soon as I catch up on some work. I guess you should go with Alex. Go ahead. We'll talk later. Oh, here's Eli now. Hurry up, Dr. Freeman. Eli, look who I found in the airlock. No, not at all. It was a calculation error, not a mechanical problem. The zero-point energy field manipulator is not a toy, Alex. Oh. Listen to me. I sound like a postdoc. I'm just so excited to think that we'll finally have the chance to work together. Dr. Freeman, it's been a real honor. I'm looking forward to working together. Dr. Kleiner compressed the Zen relay far beyond anything he imagined at Black Mesa. We've figured out how to use Zen as an unexpressed axis, effectively a dimensional slingshot, so we can swing around the border world and come back in local space without having to pass through. I'll take you down to Eli right away. He would never forgive me if I kept you waiting. This way, Dr. Freeman. You see, we're working to the same end. I've already reprogrammed the modulator to emulate a Zen relay. As I have stated before, you have to let Eli come around on his own. You can't just, Doctor, please. Feelings? This has nothing to do with feelings. It's a simple truth that when Eli believes in our... But we need access to the teleport platform and we're locked out. It's my work too. And I had to prove to Dr. Breen that your father would be the most valuable member of any research effort going forward from here. Hello? Oh, thank God someone... Alex? Gordon, how did you get in here? You found Eli? Never. Until now. I did have a fairly good idea of what to expect. I'm sorry, Alex. It's the only way. I'm not calling about that. You promised you weren't going to touch Eli. Alex, whatever you may think, I assure you I have worked to protect your father. The Combine used a peculiar pulse-forming network with a very long rise time. It takes quite a while to recharge. You would have had Freeman if you'd been patient and just waited for my signal. What? What are you talking about? Eli! I was so worried about you. You'll need this. The bargain we should be making is for Eli's life so he can continue his research. Don't you worry. I'll take him from here. It isn't necessary. There's no time, Alex. He's on his way to the portal. I'm not leaving you again, Eli. Don't struggle. It's no use. Until you're where he wants you, there's nothing you can do. I'm sorry, Wallace. You're all out of time. I'm sorry, Gordon. We're doing what I could never do alone. We're stopping you. Dr. Breen. Wallace. I'm fairly sure I've pinned down the location of the project. It's hard to say how much of it might have survived intact or whether there's anything remaining that could compromise our work if it were discovered by the Combine. We'll need to take a close look at it, of course, but I should be able to give a better opinion within a few hours. If the site is where we think it is, then it should be no more than... What's that? I'm going to cut this short. We may have been spotted.